You or seed bomb your neighborhood. So I'm gonna go do that right now. Make sure you put on a hat. It's hot outside. Ugh, it's nasty out here. Well, it's not too bad. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Ouch! Go back to my backyard. My seeds, I'm sure they've been drying enough. If you let your seeds or your seed bombs, hey, what in the world? I made more than this. If you've let your seed bombs get real crunchy like I did, that's totally okay. I'm gonna grab some and I'm gonna stick them in my pocket, okay? Alright, I'm gonna stick the rest of these in my pocket. In my awesome little pocket. Yeah. Okay, so this is my garden. We had our class on Thursday. I planted one of my seed bombs on Friday, and you'll notice, look at the little blossom right there. So you'll have a turnaround really fast. I'm so excited. Our sunflowers came in. They're blooming. They're doing their thing. All right, let's get throwing. We're going back to the front yard. My friends, make sure you tell somebody where you're going. Don't just go out without telling anybody, okay? That's what I forgot to do. So we're here at Lincoln Park, and it's a nice park, but you gotta think about, is it indigenous? Are there indigenous plants here? No. And you look at, this park's real famous for its roses, and a lot of these roses came from England. So it's kind of another push to decolonize a lot of these founding places here in Pomona and kind of get rid of the European and non-indigenous influence that we have here. So I'm gonna plant some seeds. So grass is not really indigenous to the area, so what we're gonna do is pull this back a little bit and plop one of these in here, and hopefully we'll get some seeds. Okay, we'll try to just shove it in there, see what happens. Good old dad. Okay, so that might work. There's a hole, and I'll just put that in there, and we'll cover it up. So we came across this really nice, clear area. I started digging with my foot, and we realized that some of the squirrels use this to put their acorns in and such, so we decided it was worth a shot. I keep digging and digging. Hopefully that works. You will come across little things like that. Animals and such. My dad stepped in because he didn't want me to ruin my chanclas. So we're digging and such so we could put the seed bomb into the ground. That is a perfect hole for our seed bomb to go into. But if you haven't done your seed bombing, that's something to think about, is the animal impact, as well as, is there going to be enough water for this little seed? My dad's just kicking it. I told him to use his hands, but he said it was really gross. So we came across these two trees, the one that my dad's pointing at and the couple that I've taken pictures of. These trees are not indigenous to the area. They're magnolia trees. That one's a pine tree. That one's indigenous. All of these beautiful pieces of pine fall on the ground, and you can actually make baskets out of that, which is very exciting for our next class that we'll be having. It's a really beautiful tree. We really enjoy seeing a lot of these beautiful indigenous trees in our neighborhood. Fun fact about this beautiful California pine that you're seeing, these were used when there was an influx of people coming to California and they would make their houses out of these trees. You don't really see too many unless they're in a conservation area, but it was good to see one. Make sure when you put your seed bombs places, um, make sure that there's no brick in the way. We found that this place was a little bit too hard to dig. So just make sure if you are doing the manual planting like my father and I are doing, then make sure it's a good spot. He threw the stick. He said that one's no good. So we went on over here. We thought that was a little bit better. So yeah, we were marveling at how pretty the tree was. But yeah, you just dig a little hole, put your seed in there, and make sure you're planting in a place where you notice that there's regular maintenance or that's gonna have a lot of good water sources for our little babies to grow. So yeah, that's what we ended up doing. We found this little stick and it worked out pretty well for us.
Stick it in there.